Now, Cosatu says South African workers do not have decent working conditions, but unions will not give up the fight for better. The Federation took to the streets today and even picketed at the Tshwane City Council, where several municipal workers have lost their jobs. Newzroom Afrika's Juniour Khumalo spoke to Casatu President Zingiswa Losi.
We are here with the Cosatu president, Ms. Zingiswa Losi, just to speak about what happened earlier. Ms. Losi, thank you so much for joining us. We know that the mayor did not come and receive the memorandum. What does Cosatu have to say to the mayor?
Thank you very much. Look, I think as a media you have seen for yourself that there was no threat to his life. Workers were at the most disciplined. Police could also testify to that there was no threat to his life. It's just that he is being disrespectful to workers. And we really take exception of his behavior here. We have marched, we started at the treasury. We are marching on our feet here. We are not riding scooters or bicycles or in cars. You cannot then expect us that when we said at 12, then 12, because we said the memorandum shall then be given at 2 o'clock. We were here on time. In any case, he came and he decided to leave just before he could get onto the stage. This is utter disrespect to the workers. We really take exception.
Cosatu today is celebrating International Day for Decent Work. Are South African workers subjected to decent working conditions?
They are not. Majority of workers in South Africa are not enjoying decent work in the areas where they are working. That is why Cosatu continuously, each and every year, we observe this day. It is the 7th of October, but because 7th is tomorrow, which is a Saturday, we decided to observe it today. But we are raising the plight of workers because we have been consistent in our campaigns in ensuring that workers are treated with respect. You would think of farm workers, you will think of domestic workers, municipal workers, retail workers, and workers in the security sector and many others, where you would see that there are appalling conditions that they are working under. And we are saying to government, as an employer, and to the private sector, that you should not just give workers a decent or comply to the national minimum wage, but it goes beyond that. We're calling for workers to get a decent living wage and for workers to be respected, that in the working environment they must ensure that they are safe and that their pensionables that are deducted from them, their UIF, their pension, their medical aid, are given to them when it is due. Because what we've seen also in the private sector, about 3,200 companies that have deducted the UIF and never paid to the Department of Employment and Labor. And when workers must go, when they are no longer employed and they must go and withdraw, there's nothing to withdraw because employers have taken it to themselves and not paid it to where it is due.
Thank you so much, Ms. Losi. That is the Cosatu president, Ms. Zingiswa Losi, saying that while the Federation of Trade Unions is celebrating and commemorating International Decent Work Day, they are not, the workers in South Africa are not subjected to decent working conditions actually. So Cosatu is here outside the Tshwane Municipal Building, and they are still demanding to hand over a memorandum to the mayor, Cilliers Brink. For Newzroom Afrika on channel 405, I'm Juniour Khumalo.